the derivative 5x to the power 4, 20x to the power 3, minus 2x squared minus 4x, like this. Okay. Now we can doing more simplified by multiply 5 with this brackets, because cannot multiply 5 with this because we have x to the power 4. Any brackets with power rather than 1 cannot multiply any outside to inside. Okay, so this is equal what? If we need to simplify like this, x equal to the power 4 and 5 multiply 20, 100, x to the power 3, 5 multiply negative 4, negative 20x, like this. Okay, any question? Can we found? No problem. This is multiplication, no problem. Like this, 2 multiply 5 multiply 3, this is equal 3 multiply 2 multiply 5. This is equal 5 multiply 3 multiply 2, like this. Okay? Okay, Diana. So you can find the derivative and put it as the first step. الدكتورة ما أقدر أحضر المحاضرة، حضرت. أوكي، ما في مشكلة يا غالي، عادي.
أستاذ دكتور، سؤال بس.
تفضل.
اللي فوق اللي هو الخمسة ضرب أس 4 ضرب 2 ضرب أس 2، هذه تنزل زي ما هي؟
نعم زي ما هي جي اكس، نزلت جي اكس تنزل زي ما هي بدون أي تعديل، بعدين نضربها في مشتقتها آخر شيء. أوكي،
شكرا.
لا. من أخطاء الطلاب إنهم بينزلوها وبيشتقوها بنفس اللحظة، وهذا خطأ كبير. يعني هي الخطوات واضحة، الخطوات الأربعة واضحة. الآن يعني خليني ألونها في الأزرق. الخطوة الأولى بننزل الأس، الخطوة الثانية بننزل الجي كما هي، بنحط الأس الجديد لها، بعدين بنشتق الجي. 4 خطوات. أوكي. Okay, new example about this. If we have f of x equal cube roots for 3x square minus 9x. Number 3, f of x equal minus 5 over x square plus x minus 2. The solution, if we have any roots, any radical with any index, firstly convert the radical to as exponent. So f of x equal what? Equal 3x squared minus 9x. This is inside the cube roots, all to the power 1 over 3. Because this is to the power 1. So 1 over 3. Okay, inside the cube roots. After that, we can find the first derivative. So the first derivative of f equal 1 over 3 multiply the same inside the cube roots. In new power 1 over 3 minus 1 equal negative 2 over 3. And fourth step, الخطوة الرابعة, the derivative of 3x squared equal 6x minus 9, like this. to negative 2 over 3. لا هذه مش to the power 3 يا إيثار، هو مش to the power 1 over 3. أتوقع أنت نفذتي 2 over 3. So we can multiply 1 over 3 here to more simplify. So we have 3x squared minus 9x to the power 1 negative 2 over 3, and 1 over 3 multiply 6x equal 2x. 1 over 3 multiply negative 9 negative 3, like this. Okay, any question? If we have number and denominator and denominator like this, we cannot put it x only, x squared rising out to the denominator and x and negative 2. This is not correct. So how can doing that? By we have negative 5, but all of these, all of denominator to the power 1 move to numerator, so we have x squared plus x minus 2 all to the power negative 1. Okay, so we can find the first derivative. Negative 1 multiply negative 5, 5. X squared plus x minus 2 to the power negative 2, minus 1, negative 2, and the derivative inside the brackets 2x plus 1, like this. Any question? The rules number 6, this is special. This is for just for square roots. If we have square root of g of x like this, so the derivative equal the derivative inside the g over 2 multiply the same square roots. So any square roots, the derivative is fraction. In numerator, the derivative inside the root. In denominators, 2 multiply the roots. Okay. ما فهمت الأس السالب كيف طلع. طيب عبد الملك، لما يكون عندك 1 على x شو بيساوي؟ مش x to the power negative 1 لأنه هو x to the power 1 صح؟ صح يا عبد الملك؟ يعني ممكن أسرع نكون في الإجابة في المثال اللي فوق. ها فهمت الأس السالب كيف طلع. طيب لازم نوضح هذا قصدك. إذا هذا يعني نحكي عن يعني مصيبة كبرى، لأنه عندنا 1 على 3 ناقص 1، مش أي أس بدنا نطرحه بمقدار 1 حسب القاعدة. هي حسب القاعدة هو n minus 1، بس 1 على 3 ناقص 1. وأكثر من مرة حكيت إذا ما مو متأكدين كيف نطلع الكسور نوجدها، استخدموا الآلة الحاسبة. فثلث ناقص 1 سالب ثلثين. تمام. طيب example about this. Find f prime of x. Number 1, if we have f of x equal square roots of 5x minus 6x to the power 3. The solution in fraction in denominators 2 multiply the same square roots 5x minus 6x to the power 3. This is in denominators. In numerators, what's the derivative of inside the roots? The derivative inside the root 5x equal 5 minus 6x to the power 3 minus 18x squared, like this. So very easy to find the square root, the derivative of square roots. Okay, any question? More example about this and mix between the rows number 5 and 6. If we have f of x equal 2x to the power 3 minus 5 multiply radical x squared plus 1 all to the power 3. Number 3, f of x equal square root of what? 3x minus 2 multiplied by 5x squared plus x all to the power 2. Yes, you can use the previous way, no problem. Okay, but if you use the previous way, for example, for this, another way, firstly find f of x like this, equal 5x minus 6x to the power 3 all to the power half. After that, find the derivative. So this is half 5x minus 6x to the power 3 to the power negative half, multiply by inside the brackets 5 minus 18x squared. After simplify, this is in numerators 5 minus 18x squared in numerator, and we have 2 in denominators, and we have negative exponent, so 5x minus 6x to the power 3 all to the power half to convert the exponent as positive. What's the value in brackets to the power half? This is radical, so we have 2 radical 5x minus 6x to the power 3, so the same result, but this is direct. Okay, Dayala. Okay, here the solution f prime of x equal, put it 3, the same brackets, in u power 2 multiply by the derivative inside the brackets, the derivative of 2x to the power 3 6x squared minus 5 multiply, what's the derivative of radical? We have 2x over 2 multiplied by x squared plus 1, like this. Okay, and you can multiply 3 with brackets, remove 2 with 2 to more simplify. In the second, f prime equal, we have square roots, so we have fraction. In denominator 2 multiply by the same roots, 3x minus 2 5x squared plus x to all to the power 2. In numerators, we need to find the derivative of inside the square roots. The derivative of 3x3 minus 4, the derivative of this one, 2 multiply negative 2, negative 4, 5x squared plus x to the power 1. We can remove 1. And the derivative inside the brackets, 10x plus 1, like this. Okay? Any question?
دكتور الفور جت عن طريق ضرب الأسس
الفور
أو ضرب الأس بالاثنين.
بالضبط 2 multiply negative 2. ما احنا بننقص الأس، ما احنا نزلنا الأس 3 هنا، بعدين نكتب الخطوة الثانية القوس كما هو، بعدين الخطوة الثالثة ننقص الأس بمقدار 1، بعدين الخطوة الرابعة ونقول 4 خطوات. 4 خطوات لازم كلياتن تتحققوا منهم. نزلنا الأس، ضربناه بالقوس مثل ما هو. الأس الجديد للقوس طبعا كان 3 أصبح 2، بننقصه بمقدار 1، بعدين بنضرب بمشتقة القوس. واضح يا مها؟ طيب now we go to the tangent line. The tangent line, this is very important. Wait. Okay, now the tangent line. What's the tangent line? The tangent line اللي هو المماس if we have curve on xy plane curve of f of x, and we have point at x1 equal a and y1 equal FLA. So we have the point A and FLA. This is x1 and y1. Wait. Okay, sorry. Again, if we have the curve and this point A and FLA اللي هي x1 and y1, if we have the tangent line like this, this is called tangent line of f of x at x equal a. هو خط مماس لمين؟ f of x عند النقطة A. So the equation of the tangent line is y minus y1 equal x minus x1. This is the line equation for any line, okay? This is the standard, the equation of the line. But the tangent line, how can find the slope if we have only 1 point? We don't have 2 points to find the slope, only 1 point. We have tangent line to on f of x at x equal a just. So if we need to find the slope equal the slope of this line at x equal a, this equal f prime a. So the main application of f prime or the first derivative, this is the slope for any curve, the slope of any curve at specific point. So the slope equal f prime, the f prime equal slope. Okay, so now if we need to find the slope m at x equal a, we need to find the first derivative at a, and we have x1 and y1. x1 and y1, this is a and f a. A given from example, f a given from example, can substitute a in f to find f a. So we can use this formula or this formula, y minus f a equal slope f prime lil a at x minus a, like this. We can use any formula, no problem. This is the same. Now I put some example to find the slope of the tangent line and find the equation of the tangent line. Example, if f of x equal 2x to the power 3 minus 3x squared minus 4. Number one, we need to find the slope of the graph of f of x at x equal -1. Number two, we need to find the equation of the tangent line of f of x at x equal -1. The solution. Now, if we need to find the slope, only slope, so slope at x equal -1, this means f prime and substitute -1. So firstly, find f prime. This equal 6x squared minus 6x, like this. F prime at -1 equal 6 minus 1 squared minus 6 -1. So we have 6 plus 6 equal 12. So this is the slope. The slope equal 12. Slope for what? For the tangent line. If we need find the slope of line, we can find it from equation, from 2 point, but the equation of the tangent line must be used the derivative. Okay, now if we need to find the equation of the tangent line, equation of the tangent line must be have the point, slope. After that we can find the equation. Okay, how can find the point? find the point. The point x1 and y1. x1 and y1 equal x1 equal -1. y1 equal f -1. So we need to find f in -1 equal, substitute -1 on f. So we have 2 -1 to the power 3 minus 3 -1 square -4. So we have -2, -3, -4, we have -9. So the point -1 and -9. This is the point. So firstly, found the point. After that, find the slope. This is the point. This is the slope. Slope already found it from the first step or first exercise. Equal 12. Now, if we have slope m equal 12 and the point -1, -9, x1, y1. So we can use y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. So y -9 equal 12x minus -1. We have y plus 9 equal 12x plus 12. Move the positive 9 to another side, so we have y equal 12x, 12 minus 9 equal 3. So this is the equation of the tangent line. So to find the equation of the line, tangent line, we must find the point and the slope. Okay, slope, this is the derivative, and substitute the x. Point, just substitute the x in f of x to find the x and y. Another example, to find the tangent line, example, find an equation of the tangent line to the graph of f of x equal -x to the power 4 plus 2x to the power 3 minus 2x at x equal 2. The solution. Now, if we need to find the equation, firstly find the point. After that, find the slope. After that, find the equation. To find the point, this is x1 and y1. This is equal x1 2. Y, to find the y, so substitute 2 in f of x, because y, this is f of x. Now substitute 2, we have -2 to the power 4 plus 2 multiply 2 to the power 3 minus 2 multiply 2. So this is equal -16. 2 to the power 3, 8 multiply 2, 16. Sorry, 16 and -4. So this is equal -4. The point equal 2 and -4. This is the point. To find the slope, firstly, find the first derivative. After that, substitute 2 in the first derivative. F prime equal -4x to the power 3 plus 6x squared minus 2. Substitute 2 f prime 2 equal negative 4 2 to the power 3 plus 6 2 square minus 2. This equal 2 to the power 3 8 multiply negative 4 negative 32 plus 24 minus 2. So this is equal negative 10. This is the slope. Now we have the slope negative 10 and we have the point 2 and negative 4. We have the equation of the tangent line formula, general formula, y minus y1 m multiply x minus x1. So y minus negative 4 m negative 10 x minus 2. So we have y plus 4 equal negative 10x plus 20. Y equal negative 10x plus 20 minus 4. So the final answer for the equation of the tangent line equal minus 10x plus 16. Any question? Okay. Now I ask you about the horizontal tangent line. Find the point of the graph of f of x which the tangent line is horizontal. If f of x equal x squared minus 2x to the power 3. What's the meaning horizontal tangent line? Look at this. If we have the curve like this, we have tangent line here, horizontal, and we have tangent line horizontal. For example, so for this curve, we have two tangent line are horizontal. Horizontal means what? What's the meaning? The tangent is horizontal. Not x equals 0. M equals 0. No slope vertical. No slope vertical. Okay, horizontal. This means M equal اللي هي f prime equal what? 0. Not parallel. Yeah, parallel to x axis. Okay. هو parallel لل x axis. For example, but in f derivative in the slope equal what? Equal 0. Okay يا حامد. إيثار ممتاز. So if we have horizontal tangent line, this means the slope equals 0. Horizontal, the slope equals 0. What's the value of slope? F prime. So if we need to find the point of horizontal tangent line, this means f prime equals 0 because the slope equals 0. Okay? Now, I put in the note tangent line is horizontal. This means the slope equal f prime of x equal what? Equal 0. So firstly need to find f prime. After that, at what x the f prime equals 0. Put it 3. This is 4 steps. Put 3 exponent. The same inside the brackets. New power 2. And the derivative of x square equal to x minus 2. So this is equal what? Equal 0. We can conclude 3 impossible equal 0. So this is equal 0 or this equals 0. So we have x squared minus 2x equals 0 or 2x minus 2 equal 0. Now take x as common factor. So we have this one, x multiply x minus 2, x equals 0 or x equal 2. So we have 2 point or 2 value of x. The third value 2x equal 2 by divide by 2, so x equal 1. So we have 3 value of x's. At this value the tangent line horizontal. Now we need to find the point. Point means x and y. So if x equals 0, so f of x equal what? 0 minus 0 to the power 3 equals 0. So the first point 0, 0. This is the first point. The second point x equal to, substitute 2 square 4 minus 4 square to the power 3 equals 0. So the second point also to 0. The third point x equal 1, substitute 1 equal 1 minus 2 to the power 3. This is equal negative 1. So the third point 1 and negative 1. So this is 3 points that f of the tangent line of f of x are horizontal. يعني في عندي 3 مواقع لهذا ال f of x بيكون فيها التانجنت لاين horizontal أفقي. عند الزيرو 0، عند النقطة 0 0، عند النقطة 2 0، عند النقطة 1 نيجاتيف 1 بيكون فيها التانجنت لاين. حاولوا ترسموا هذا الفانكشن راح تلاقوا فعلا التانجنت لاين horizontal. Okay, any question? Okay. Now we go to the definition of derivatives. Wait. No. Yazid, no. If it is horizontal, always have more than 1 point. Maybe no horizontal. And not exist. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Okay. Maybe infinity of horizontal tangent line. Some like this. This curve don't have any horizontal tangent line. for example, like x squared plus or x to the power 3 plus 2x, for example. Okay, and sometimes, for example, f of x equal x to the power 3 plus x, like this. F prime equal what? 3x squared plus 1. This is not equal 0. We don't have any 0 for this. Okay, so we don't have any horizontal tangent line. Okay, sometimes we have like this. This is one horizontal tangent line. We have like this. We have two tangent line, horizontal. If we have sine, cosine, this is waves like this. So we have many horizontal tangent line for sine and cosine. Okay, this is depend on the function. Okay, now we have the definition of the tangent line. This is the definition of the tangent, the definition of the derivatives. This is equal the f prime of x equal a limit at h goes to 0 for the fraction f at x plus h minus f x over h. So if we need to find the first derivative by definition or using definition of derivatives, you must using this definition. Okay, now we learn about this definition in three cases: for polynomial, for radical, for a fraction. The first example, use the definition of derivatives to find f prime of x. Number one, f of x equal 5x squared minus 7x. The solution. Look at this. You know the answer. You already know the answer, yeah? I think maybe 80% of students attends this lecture have the solution, because f prime directly by rules that take it yesterday, 5x squared equal what? 10x minus 7x equal minus 7. Yes, so this is very easy. But if ask you using definition of derivatives, you must using definition of derivatives. For example, if this have this example or this exercise or question in TMA or in the final has 10 marks and use this easy, maybe take half from 10 or 1 from 10 maximum. So you must use the definition of a derivative if ask you use definition of a derivative. Otherwise you can use the rules surely. Okay, now to find f prime of x equal limit h goes to 0 for what? For f at x plus h minus f x over h. So this is equal limit h goes to 0. The first one x plus h. So we need to replace x with this brackets x plus h. Remove this x and replace this x with x plus h. Okay, so 5 x square equal x plus h all square minus 7x minus 7x plus h. Okay, this is x, this is x, replace with x plus h minus the second 7 multiply f of x. F of x equal 5x square minus 7x. This is f of x over what? Over h. We need to simplify, doing more simplify in many steps to remove h in denominator with h in numerators. Why? Because this is h in denominators. When substitute the h equals 0, so we have 0 in denominator, and this is big problem. So we need to more simplify to remove h in denominators. Okay, now this equal limit h goes to 0. First simplify, we have 5 multiplied by x plus h squared. This is equal x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 7x minus 7h. This is the first brackets. The second, multiply negative with the brackets, so we have negative 5x squared plus 7x over h. More simplify, multiply by 5 with x squared, 2xh, h squared, so we have 5x squared plus 10xh plus 5h squared minus 7x minus 7h minus 5x squared plus 7x all over h. Look at this. After doing simplify and remove the brackets or the brackets, you must remove any terms without h. For example, look at 5x squared, remove with negative 5x squared. If we don't have 5 and negative 5x squared, for example, to remove it, this is have mistake in above step. Look at this 7x, negative 7x with 7x. So any term without h must be removed. So if we have, for example, 7x and plus 5x, so we have mistake. Must we have 7, for example, minus 7 and plus 7, okay? Like this, to remove it. Again, so we have in the final step, before the final step, we have 10xh plus 5h squared minus 7h over h. Now we have h in all terms, so we can take as common factor. Take h as common factor. So we have h as common factor, 10x plus 5h minus 7 over h. Remove h with h, so we have 10x plus 5h minus 7. Now you can substitute h equal 0 because remove h in denominators. Now we can substitute h equal 0, so we have 10x minus 5 is 0 minus 7. This is 0, so we have 10x minus 7. This is the already we have it in the first step. Okay, any question? Any question? Number 2, if we have fraction function like this. F of x equal 2 over 3x minus 1. F prime of x equal limit h goes to 0 f x plus h minus f x over h. So this is equal, substitute h equal, find the h f x plus h. We have 2 over 3 multiply x plus h minus 1. This is the first function minus f of x. This is the same, 3x minus 1. The same in example over h. If you have many terms of fraction, you must add or subtract this fraction to become one fraction. إذا بدنا إياها تصبح one fraction. So the limit at h goes to 0, multiply by denominators. So we have 3 multiply x plus h minus 1 multiply by 3x minus 1 and cross product 2 multiply by 3x minus 1 minus 2 multiply by 3x plus h minus 1. The denominator of denominators مقام البسط مقام بنزل مقام. So we have in denominators h multiply by 3 multiply x plus h minus 1 and 3x minus 1, and simplify the numerators. We have 6x multiply 2 with 3x with negative 1 negative 2 and 2 multiply this one and this one negative 2 multiply 3x minus 6x negative 2 multiplied by 3h negative 6h negative 2 multiply negative 1 plus 2. Okay, now look at 6x remove with negative 6 minus 2 with the positive 2. So we have minus 6h over h multiplied by 3 x plus h minus 1 3x minus 1. Remove h with h, so we have negative 6 over 3 multiply x plus h minus 1 and 3x minus 1. Now, after remove h in denominators, we can substitute h 0. So we have minus 6 over 3 multiplied by x plus 0 minus 1 and 3x minus 1. So we have minus 6 over 3x minus 1 multiplied by 3x minus 1. So we have minus 6 over 3x minus 1 all square. Any question? The case number 3, if we have radical. Before take this case, look at this formula. A minus B, if multiplied by A plus B, this is conjugate together. This is equal A square minus B square, different square. تربيع الأول ناقص تربيع الثاني. Okay, if we have radical A minus radical B, radical A plus radical B. Also, this is radical A square minus radical B square. Remove the radical with square, so we have A minus B. Okay. الآن this fact we use it to find the derivative of the radical. Okay, wait. فادي بيقول ما أعتقد إني لا أنا بنتبه للشات، ما عندك مشكلة، أي سلايد نهايته بنتبه للشات. فلما أقول حدا عنده أي سؤال، أكيد حدا عنده أي سؤال بنتبه للشات، لأني أنا بكون منتظر واحد يسأل بالشات. Number 3, f of x equal radical 4x minus 3. Already we can find the first derivative directly. 4 over 2 multiply 4x minus 3 under the square roots. Okay, today we take the rules to find the derivative of square roots. The solution, f prime of x equal limit h goes to 0 f al x plus h minus f al x over h. So this is equal radical 4 x plus h minus 3 minus, and the f of x 4x minus 3 over h. Now we must multiply by conjugate. Conjugate, this is the same roots, but between them a plus. Okay, so we have 4 multiply x plus h minus 3 and 4x minus 3, but cannot multiply only the numerator or denominator, must be multiplied numerator and denominators. So 4x plus h minus 3 plus radical 4x minus 3. Why multiply numerator and denominator? To not change the value. أنا ما ضربت عشان أغير القيمة، أنا ضربت عشان أغير الشكل. فلما يكون في عندي مثلا fraction, if multiply by 100 over 100, I not change the value. أنا ما غيرت القيمة لأنه ضربت بواحد فعليا. 100 على 100 واحد، 100 x على 100 x واحد، 100 x تربيع على x تربيع واحد. خذ الجذر هذا واحد لأنه نفس البسط والمقام هو نفس القيمة. So we multiply by 1. So not change the value. أنا ما غيرت القيمة. Just change the form of the limit. Okay. This equal limit h goes to 0. Now After multiply the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominators. Okay, this equal the first one square, so without radical, minus the second without radical. In the denominators, h multiplied by radical for x plus h minus 3 plus radical for x minus 3. So this is equal, limit h goes to 0, 4x plus 4h minus 3 minus 4x plus 3 over h multiplied by radical for x plus h minus 3 plus radical 4x minus 3. Sorry. Now we can remove 4x with negative 4, negative 3 with positive 3. So we have 4h over h multiplied by radical 4x plus h minus 3 plus radical 4x minus 3. Remove h with h. So we have limit 4 over radical 4x plus h minus 3 plus radical 4x minus 3. Now we can substitute h equals 0. So this is equal 0 h. So we have 4 over x plus 0 x. So we have radical 4x minus 3 plus 4x minus 3. So we have the same radical. We can, for example, x plus x, 2x, radical x with plus radical x, 2 radical x, and so on. So we have 4 over 2 radical 4x minus 3, like this. So the same value. Any question? Any question? في حد عنده أي سؤال؟ Can you go back the previous screen? You get wait. طيب خلينا بس انتبه هنا. Okay, can you go back to previous screen? Okay, go back to previous screen, this one. This one. Okay. Welcome. طيب, the last step here. Last step, I think you means like this. How can find this one to this one. Okay, if مين هذه ديالة، إذا كان عندك يا ديالة x plus x, this is 2x. Okay, if you have radical x plus radical x, so you have 2 radical x. If you have radical x plus 1 and radical x plus 1, so you have 2 with radical x plus 1. Okay, تابعنا وياكم الله يهدينا ويصلح بالكم أجمعين. Okay يا ديالا. So we have the same root, square root. So this is 2 from this square roots. أي سؤال آخر؟ Any question? طيب. And the last subject, the position, velocity, acceleration in this chapter. للسلايد اللي هو كنت أناقشه مع زملائك. الآن آخر شيء وصلنا هنا صح؟ طيب. Okay. So we have the last subject, position, velocity, and acceleration. So if we have object like this and move in the track like this and reach here after time t, okay. The position, this means what's the kilometer or the distance between the object and from start to time t and التوقيت t. So this is the position. Position means S of موقع الجسم بعد t، ممكن ثواني t، ساعات، أشهر، أيام، أسابيع إلى آخره. Velocity هو v of t. To find v of t, this means s prime. If we find the first derivative of s, this means velocity. So we can find s of t also in red. We can find s of t or can find v of t. V of t means s prime of t. And acceleration a of t. A of t, this means v prime. So a of t, this equal v prime or s double prime. Okay. Here at the object in the first step or in the first track or in initial track, we have initial time and the initial velocity denoted by v of t naught. This is initial velocity. Okay. Look at this example. We have the rock. The rocket fires straight up, okay, into the air with the high distance between the rock and the ground take by S of t. S of t. This is S of t. Okay, we can find the distance between the rock and the ground by the equation S of t. Now we need what's the initial velocity. Initial velocity, so we need to find f v naught. T naught equal v0. v0 at time 0. لحظة الانطلاق, the initial لحظة الانطلاق. So time equal 0. Now we have s here. The velocity equal s prime. So this is the equation of velocity after find the first derivative of s. So the v0 equal 160 minus 32 multiply t. So 32 okay, this is A. What's the velocity after 2 seconds? After 2 seconds, so we need, this is B. We need to find V2 after 2 seconds. So we have 160 minus 32 multiply 2. So this is equal 160 minus 64. This equal 96. This is the velocity after 2 seconds. What's the acceleration? Acceleration, look at the acceleration. If we have s of t equal 160t minus 16t squared. The v of t, this is the first derivative. v of t, this is equal s prime of t. So this is 160 minus 32t. If we need to find a of t, this is sw prime or v prime. So we have minus 32. Now, to find the acceleration at time 3, this is equal minus 32. We don't have t to substitute. So the acceleration at time 2, 3, 100, this is the same, minus 32. Okay. Number D. At what time the rocket hit the ground? متى راح يوصل الأرض أو يخبط الأرض الروكت هذا؟ خلينا نحط نيو سلايد. Look at this ground. The high from the ground and the rocket, this is S of t. Okay, the rocket go up and after that go down. Okay, so we need to find at what time the rocket reach the ground. Okay, so what's the distance between the rocket and the ground after the rocket reach the ground? This is equal S of t equal 0. المسافة بين الصاروخ والأرض لما يوصل الصاروخ الأرض يعني المسافة 0. ما في مسافة بين الصاروخ والأرض، خلاص ما هو وصل الأرض. So the S of t, this equal 160t minus 16t squared, this equals 0. So take t as common factor. 160 minus 16t. This is equal 0. So we have two times. The initial time. So this is ignore. 160 minus 16t. So we have 16t equal 160 by divide 16. So we have 10 equal 10. At this time, the rocket reach the ground. Okay, this is time. هذا number what? Number D. Number D. Number E. We need the velocity. Will the rocket be traveling just as a smash into the ground? لما يوصل الأرض بدنا السرعة velocity at the time the rocket smash in the ground or reach on the ground. So we need to find T10. After 10 seconds, the rocket reach the ground. So V of t equal 160 minus 32t. So 160 minus 32 multiplied by 10. So this is equal 160 minus 320. So the velocity equal minus 160. Okay. Any question? What's the meaning negative 160? The velocity negative. شو يعني لما نحكي النيجاتيف فيلوسيتي يعني سالب السرعة؟ opposite direction. احنا اطلقناه لأعلى فهو عكس الاتجاه يعني هو just direction. okay, opposite direction. good Diana. Any question about the subject of this chapter? Any question? So we finished this chapter tutorial 2, the derivatives. النيجاتيف means opposite direction يعني عكس الاتجاه اللي انطلق فيه. اوكي هذا يا يزيد. اي سؤال؟ any question؟ طيب هيك بنكون انهينا هذا الشابتر. ما تنسوا انه السبت القادم اول كويز بتوتوريال نمبر 1 اللي اخذناه الاسبوع الماضي. فالكويز تبدا ان شاء الله الاسبوع القادم. العفو، يعطيكم العافيه جميعا. اذا في حدا حابب يغادر اذا في حدا عنده اي سؤال بامكانه يسال.
دكتور الاختبار مو يوم الأحد؟
يوم الأحد. أنا شو حكيت؟
أنت قلت يوم السبت.
لا عفوا الأحد. المكتوب في الLMS، التزموا في المكتوب في الLMS. مبرمج وجاهز يوم الأحد من الساعة 8 مساء إلى الساعة 10. أي سؤال آخر؟ أي استفسار؟ طيب يعطيكم العافية، نلقاكم على خير الأسبوع القادم. دمتم في رعاية الله والسلام عليكم.
أستاذ سؤال بس معلش، سؤال أخير معلش.
تفضل.
السلايدات اللي قاعد تكتب فيها الحلول انت الحين موجوده في ال LMS برضه؟
لا هذه مش موجودة.
طيب نقدر نسوي لها سيف مثلا؟
أنا مسوي
يعني
لها
مثلا
سيف.
او انت ترفعها في ال LMS.
إذا يتواصل معي مدير الجروب تبعكم وينشرها في الجروب تبعكم ما في مشكلة.
استنى، يعطيك العافيه.
حياك الله. يعطيكم العافية جميعا، دمتم في رعاية الله.